assumptions. Eating knowledge, I got key consumption. Super Saiyan wannabe, I eat a peanut dozen for the family, they ugly. You can keep your cousin, most people puzzling. You want my time is by the hour and I need 100. I seen your ship and see it sunken. Missing me, she keep on cutting. She a keeper, love a hot box, a beamer bucket. My demon, she seen a sucker. She bring me, need me, so fucking here for long haul. Press hold if God calls.
Bennett, net. Creighton.
Bananas.
Creighton.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
It's been minutes, hours even, weeks, days, something.
It hasn't been that long.
It's been like
a week.
it's been like a week,
yeah.
which is too long. I hate doing them this infrequently.
No, that's pretty frequent. Once a week. I think that's all the internet asks of us. I think they would rather us.
I don't
not,
think they ask us anything.
I think they would rather us not do it at all. But like, they're like,
I feel like
it's
that is probably the most true.
It's like a negotiable thing. They're like, well, we can't get no shirts off. How about as little as possible, and then you take unannounced hiatuses
I'll tell you.
for months.
I'll tell you where no one's watching us. It's in Bonneville County, Idaho, where the weather is 16 degrees Fahrenheit.
Really?
Precipitation is 54%. How dare you? Humidity is 86%, and the wind is a whopping 1 mile per hour.
Did you say Bonneville?
Bonneville.
Like James Bond?
No, that would be Bondville. This is Bond, like Bonnne.
It still works. The name's Bonneville.
Bonneville County
James
is a
Bond.
county located in the U.S. state of Idaho. As of the 2020 census, the county had a population of 123,964, making it the fourth most populous county in Idaho and the most populous in eastern Idaho.
That makes sense. I feel like we're very popular in Idaho.
Its county seat, the largest city, is Idaho Falls. What a terrible name. It's like Great Falls of South Carolina.
It's like naming a place South Carolina Falls.
It was established in 1911 and named after Benjamin Bonneville.
Now that's better.
That's
Name's
a better
Bonneville.
name.
Benjamin Bonneville.
The name's the name's Ville. Bonneville. Benjamin Bonneville.
The third.
The third. A French-born officer in the U.S. Army, fur trapper, and explorer in the American West. Benjamin was the son of Nicholas Bonneville of France, an
He's
Illuminati member who had written
What?
the Illuminati Manifesto for World Revolution in 1792, which played a significant role in the French Revolution. Bonneville County is part of the Idaho Falls Metropolitan Statistical Area.
That's a lot. I feel like some of that's made up.
I feel like the Illuminati part's probably made up.
But I don't know. I don't have enough facts.
I don't know either. God damn it, Wikipedia. You and your
Who
weirdness.
knew that Benjamin Bonneville would be so interesting?
Charles, did you forget to floss again? No? I did just now eat, though.
Wow.
Is there something in my teeth?
Yeah, that's weird that he just called you.
Is
out
there
on that.
actually?
I think he was talking
Is there
about
something in my teeth, Creighton?
No. Wow. I think he was talking more about the dentist appointment that you sent out to Snapchat. the other day.
Yes. Well, not to Snapchat, to people on
A
Snapchat.
lot of people on Snapchat.
And
apparently.
Twitter. Wait, didn't you have a root canal? I did yesterday.
My mom doesn't even have Snapchat, and she was asking me about how your dentist appointment went.
Well, she probably saw it on Twitter.
Is
I
my mom
tweeted
on
it.
Twitter like that?
I mean, she's on probably enough to see what you and me say on there.
Oh. I feel bad for her
She probably has our notifications on. Why do you feel bad for her?
because she has to read what I tweet.
Yeah, you tweet some terrible shit.
Yeah.
You're one of the only people I follow that I don't like your tweets. I like people. I won't even read some people's tweets and like them. I see your tweets and I'm like, I better read this before liking it. And I'm like, nope, not liking that one. I actively don't like your tweets because they're so. We're reading some of Creighton's Twitter real quick. Creighton has the worst Twitter. I wish I had never got him on the fucking app. He tweets the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Okay, let's see.
What is it? Is it
Watched a 30-minute video on why Superman's cheeks were drawn differently from one season of Justice League to another. Why am I like this? Question mark at DCAU Watchtower.
and then they
That's
responded.
like, yeah, they did. They quote tweeted, because you're cool. You said the joke at the end about Doomsday Superman was fantastic, by the way. You are like literally the fucking Jimmy Fallon audience member. You are the guy who tweets at the things you watch, hoping that they shout you out. Which, to be fair, it worked. I mean,
Well,
fucking bravo.
to be
golf
fair,
clap. Bravo.
you haven't seen Doomsday Superman's cheekbones.
Oh my God.
They're deep as fuck. They're the deepest cheekbones that ever cheekbone. What else did I tweet? I don't know what I tweet. I don't remember. Let me see what I've tweeted. How did I get
Do you- Oh my God.
what did I say? Is it that bad?
Amanda tweeted, do I buy Pokemon Pearl or Splatoon 3 for my Switch, and you tweet you said you should get Smash so me, you, and Charlie can go at it.
The video game. You know,
Yeah,
Smash
the
Bros.
video game.
The
That's
Smash
what it
Bros.
sounds like.
She liked it.
Just saw a post that said, "Don't waste today giving yesterday all your energy." And man, I really wish I would have seen that earlier in the day. Says Amanda. You said it's me. I'm yesterday.
It's true.
That's okay. That's pretty good. I didn't see that one. That's funny. Me asking for more Tron and getting Jared Leto, and then third time's the charm. He said, hoping not to regret his words. See, that's just so stupid.
It's true though. I'm worried.
I did like your tweet where you said, I noticed there's no pants when I ordered all the infam shit. You're like 1 in 3. You got like a 1 in 3
I'm
ratio.
definitely getting better at it. Maybe in 10 years from now I'll be 1 and 2.
I get notifications for you too from Twitter. I don't know why, but it's okay. Well, you probably activated them when you followed us on Twitter. Why did you need the root canal? Well, you see, my tooth was fucked up.
Did I tweet that?
No, I'm talking to he's in the chat.
Oh.
You see, 2%, my tooth was fucked up all the way down to the nerve. And when it's fucked up all the way down to the nerve, they do a root canal. So it was necessary, and they did one.
That's funny.
It's kind of the only criteria. if your cavity goes down to the nerve.
Ooh, what about this one? Michael Myers puts the owl in Halloween. No? I thought that was pretty funny.
Ah, yes. Indeed.
Get it because he's
I went to the dentist yesterday, you know.
Yeah.
And there's
And what's that?
my dentist's name. Well, I shouldn't say his whole name.
You already said it on here before.
Have I?
Yeah.
Okay,
You
well.
said doctor last name.
Yeah, well, Curdy. His last name is Curdy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's awesome. He's a gangster. They now have a second dentist working there named Carter.
Mm-hmm.
His last name is Carter. That's all I know. Hold on. I know exactly where
related
you're
to
I know exactly where you're going. Just let me get there first. Shirts Off Podcast, Season 2, Episode 51. Charlie forgot to floss again, Part 3. First of all, how dare you? No, I didn't. I flossed right away. I floss every day. I floss all the time. I flossed right before we started. I floss when I'm done eating. I floss all the time. Anyway, how dare you, 2%? Shut up. Dr. Carter. So, there was a brief moment where they mentioned Dr. Carter.
You thought it was going to be me rolling in there.
Listen. I had this conversation with myself yesterday. I was like, he's going to jump right to the conclusion I'm getting to. There was a moment where they were talking about Dr. Carter where I was like, I knew I was wrong, obviously. But in my head, I was like, man, what if this whole time Creighton has not worked at Food Lion?
I've been moonlighting.
And he's been moonlighting. No, what if he's been moonlighting as a fucking Food Lion associate when in reality he runs a successful dentist's office?
And then I daylight as a podcast.
And then you daylight as a fucking podcaster. What if he walks in? He's like, "Hey, Charlie."
I start snapping fingers
Yeah,
to a finger guns like,
hey, how's it
hey.
There was a moment where I thought like that would be crazy, right? And
And then I acted like I didn't know you. He'd be like, "What is this? Who's my friend?
what's happening?
He's
Yeah.
like- and I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
You pull a Barney from How I Met Your
Oh.
Mother, like alternate the fucking what's it called, doppelganger Barney.
Yes, and then you're like, "Oh my god!" I thought like for you, I would use it against you and make you feel like you've like this whole podcast thing and me and you being friends was an illusion, and you thought that I was like one of your best friends and you did a podcast with me, and I'd be like, "Charlie, I just met you like 10 minutes ago. I think we just gave you too much drugs." And then you'd be like, you'd be rethinking the whole like last.
But then I'd be
11
like,
years of your
"No
life.
one calls me Charlie," and then I'd fucking faint. I'd be like, "No, this fucker has my mouth. I'm scared."
And then it'd be like the end of Inception.
I would
Is
never
the
let
top
you-
gonna stop?
I don't think I would ever let you put your hands in my mouth.
I have put my hands at you.
No, you haven't.
Yeah,
Don't say
to
that.
Stop the bleeding when you got your teeth removed before.
No, shut up. You were
No,
present when
no,
people
that's what
had
I'm
their.
saying. Like I was there. You were joked up and you like dropped your gauze. I had to re-center it for you because you were fucked up.
No,
Yeah,
I don't believe
you were
that.
doped up.
Nope.
We were
False.
We've,
Wrong. Fake news.
You've indirectly kissed my hands, Charlie.
No. No.
And my hands have been in a lot of
You're
places.
lying. You're lying to the American people. You're lying to me.
Do you want to know?
You're a liar.
Do you want to know what a
Fake
shitgasm
news.
is?
What?
Do you want to know what a shitgasm is?
I have a feeling I know, but go ahead.
It's today's Urban Dictionary word.
Is
of
it
the
when
day.
people who do anal take a shit and it gives them the same feeling?
No. That's,
Okay.
I think that's along the same lines as a Cleveland steamer, but
Anyway,
but it's not the same.
say whatever the a shitgasm is, I guess.
When you moan, when you drop a shit,
Yeah, it's
and then here you go,
That's
boy, dude. Wait, boy, one, dude.
boy, dude.
Yeah, I
Hey,
have to-
guy, man. Hey, fella person. How are you doing?
I've got an example.
Hey, chick lady.
Boy, one, dude. Why haven't you been on the Xbox lately? Boy, two. A shitgasm last name, and my mom thought I was masturbating and grounded me. This is an example from February 19th, 2010.
Damn. It's 13 years
A
ago.
lot of these are old. Like the last couple have been like
Yeah, people
from
don't fuck with
2004,
Urban Dictionary
2006.
much anymore. We're like the only ones who go on there.
I love it. I'm having a great time.
Yeah,
They've
fucking,
got-
I love Urban
They've
Dictionary.
got mugs where you can get shitgasm.
Yeah, they have mugs on everything.
Somebody's got to be paying for this though, because there's no pop-up ads or anything.
It's probably crowdfunded by the fucking
I hope
12
so.
of us,
We
and
should
we're the
crowdfund.
freeloaders. The 12 of us that get on there and watch. I don't know. I'm sure there's someone out there reading Urban Dictionary every day.
Remember when we could look at the graph on here that showed the usage of it over the years?
Yes.
Can I still do that? It appears that I cannot. So
You think they
it's
got rid of that feature, or do you think that
they were like,
that you're dumb and can't find it because it's been so long?
I don't know. It's got 3 likes and 7 dislikes as a word. So that's where we're at. Shitgasm.
I miss-
that. Also used to be the name of this podcast.
Yeah, I was shit. You were gasm.
I still am gasm.
I miss COVID.
But you know what we both are?
What?
Shit.
Yes, I was already. You just lumped yourself in.
I know. I built a bridge.
I miss COVID, Creighton.
You miss COVID?
I miss lockdown COVID. I miss when no one could do anything.
I miss lockdown COVID when Walmart was open still to 12 and they just
Ah.
didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Man,
'Cause
I
it
miss.
was in
I
the
just
early
miss Walmart
months
being open
all the
24/7.
time, yeah.
That shit was awesome.
Yeah. They know it was awesome. That's why they took it away. They were like, no.
COVID was. Look, I'm gonna say something kind of controversial. COVID was awesome for me.
COVID was a good time for me.
COVID,
too.
we had a great look. We had a great time during COVID. we were podcasting it up like fucking literally every night. It was awesome. We were like 6 nights a week for sure. Like for a minute there for 2 months,
Yeah.
6 nights a week, sometimes 7. Like
Yeah.
almost every day was a podcast, and it was great, and we had a blast. I made a lot of friends during COVID, like people who joined Nick's community because out of circumstance. Like they were basically victims of circumstance where they were all of a sudden locked up at home. They were like, let me watch some guy play fucking Fortnite or something.
And,
And-
they were like, got to watch Nick.
And they were like, holy shit, this is awesome. And then I became friends with them, and then fucking had Secret Santa with them. They bought me that picture of fucking Evie that I have.
we did lose Evie over COVID, didn't we?
Yes, it was in the back half of COVID.
Damn.
Yeah, Evie was.
But Evie was like a frequent on the podcast, like all the time.
Yeah,
like
when
in
she
the
was alive.
corner.
Yeah, she was always there.
We even had.
She would
Evie
bark
cam at
and
one
cough.
point, yeah.
Yeah,
She'd be scratching really loudly. If you
Yeah.
were quiet enough, you could hear.
you
on
could
the
hear
mic.
it. We were like, holy shit, they could hear it. When we had the Zoom mic, remember the Zoom mic?
Ah,
That
yes.
was terrible. The Zoom mic was the worst. Remember when we would get up too fast and knock it over, and everybody be like,
Oh, yeah.
shit, fuck, stop.
Those were the hard times.
They were good times though.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been talking about the podcast. I've been trying to convince my dentist to come do the podcast.
Oh,
because
Can I
he's
be here?
maybe.
I could be like, I'm.
I
hello,
told
I'm
him-
Dr. Carter.
I told him it's not that guy. It's the other one.
Oh.
I told him I haven't even met Dr. Carter.
How do you
I-
know it's not me? then?
Yeah, exactly. I told him. So last time on December 21st was my last appointment. I told him then I wanted him on the podcast, and he was like, "Well, let me listen to a couple, and then I'll get back to you on our next appointment."
Has he listened to?
And I was like, "Okay." And he walked in. He was like, "So, I listened to the podcast," and I was like, "Oh no." He's
Which
like,
ones?
He said mostly the ones with you and me, the long hair guy.
Yeah. Yes.
And I said, oh,
Hello.
no. And he was like, well, what? I was like, oh, wait, was it good? He's like, yeah, it was fun. It was funny. I like the Power Rangers helmet. And I was
He's
like,
listened to like the recent ones.
yeah.
though.
I was like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah. And I was like, listen, if you did the podcast, it wouldn't have to be like that. I can be like a mature grown up and not say crazy shit. I can like not cuss. I can keep it PG.
Yeah.
We'd have to do it the two of us without my partner because
Who, me?
yeah, you.
No,
You
I
would
could
not.
do it. I could be professional. I just want to learn about teeth.
I think it wouldn't be about teeth. I mean, it would be a little bit, but not really. You could do a podcast professionally with anyone except me.
I can.
I don't
can.
think you and me could do a
Well,
professional podcast. I
let-
don't think it's possible.
Let me explain where I want to start out with. The movie Teeth. Is it possible to have, teeth down there?
In your vagina?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
well, not
totally,
mine. I don't have one.
totally a PG question to ask a dentist.
Well, why not?
What the fuck is wrong with you? You want to sell me on letting you do this, and is that
It's
logically your
fun.
real? It's
fun.
silly. That's not.
Well, I've already asked it, so he can answer it without being on the podcast, and then we won't talk about it when he comes in. Unless
For
he
everyone who
brings it up.
doesn't know, there's a movie called Teeth. It's a shitty D-rate horror movie about a lady whose vagina has teeth,
and she,
and she
uses it
eats.
to kill rapists.
She kills rapists. Good
But-
morals, still crazy.
Look, let me tell you something. This movie came out pre-Me Too movement, so it was
way
ahead-
pre.
yeah.
When did you know what?
it was
Can't believe I'm googling this.
it was way ahead
When
of its time.
did Teeth come out?
If it had had a Harvey Weinstein looking
should-
motherfucker on there having
Teeth,
his
the
dick
movie.
ate off by teeth, that's
out.
why it didn't make it. They knew the people that were in charge.
2008.
See what I mean? Way before the Me Too movement. Way before way before this was a thing.
The film stars Jess Wexler.
What's she doing this day?
Hold on, let me read.
Is she stuff?
The film stars Jess Wexler and was produced by Liechtenstein on a budget of $2 million. The film premiered at the Sundance Film Festival on January 19th, 2007, and received a limited release in the United States on January 18th of 2008 by Roadside Attractions. Its title refers to the ancient trope of vagina dentata. Wow.
You say ancient trope?
Dawn Jessie Wexler is an active member of her high school chastity club, but when she meets Toby, Hale Appleman, nature takes its course and the pair answer the call. They suddenly learn she is a living example of the vagina dentata myth when the encounter takes a grisly turn.
What's the vagina
Damn.
dentata myth?
Probably what the trope is. The
Well, no.
the vagina that eats rapists or eats dicks or something.
Well, so it eats dicks, right? But it only eats them if you're if you're a virgin.
Oh my God! Let me read it.
You don't know either.
I don't know the exact.
I'm
I can
curious.
make certain assumptions based on what the fucking movie is.
We're down the rabbit hole.
Pussy
now.
bites back. Myths from around the world: pulling teeth, ovarian teratomas, and the myth of vagina dentata. Okay, this is
Here
from
we go.
2013. I can't believe this is taking this turn. Wow, this woman looks like she would write this story.
What does that mean?
I'll show you and no one else.
Yep.
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 In preparation for our upcoming exhibition, Foreign Bodies, several members. Okay, hold on. Let me catch myself. Several members of the engagement team went to visit UCL Pathology Collections to have a look at the collection of foreign objects removed from the human body. We soon encountered a number of other specimens which resonated with the exhibition theme in various ways, from a liver infected with syphilis to a ruptured esophagus and the sword swallower's sword that caused the fatal injury. Oh, damn. To a fetus inadvertently discovered during a hysterectomy, which was performed to extract a large tumor on the uterus. Damn. Okay, let me fast forward to the
what is
vagina
happening?
dentata. Where does this show up? Where the fuck? No. What? I have to read this? Hold on. No. That might be it. Oh my God, I need this hot word. How do you, I can't remember, there's a way to look up,
What, vagina dentata?
yeah, like in a thing. Okay, that's a cyst. Oh, okay, hold on. The tooth vagina motif. Okay. Although teratomas can develop in almost any part, is it the next thing? Okay. Hold on. Okay. Although teratomas can develop in almost any part of the body, including the brain, neck, bladder, and the testes in men, being confronted with a toothy tumor.
The testes.
Hold on. Being confronted with a toothy tumor in the female reproductive organs brought to mind mythic archetypes of the sexually devouring and deadly woman. I was immediately struck by the parallels between this specimen and the image of the vagina dentata. I am not the first to make such an observation, and whilst I am not suggesting that there is any explanatory... Did I say that right? Explanatory? Yeah, I said that right. Wow. Any explanatory relationship to be found between the biological phenomena and the myths, it is certainly an intriguing association. The toothed vagina appears in the creation myths and folk stories of many cultures, from Native America, Russia, and Japan, among the Ainu, to India, Samoa, and New Zealand. Funk and Wagnall's Standard Dictionary of Folklore, Mythology and Legend Records, this entry concerning vagina dentata. The toothed vagina motif, so prominent, this is a direct quote from a book. The toothed vagina motif, hold on, I'm freaking out. The toothed vagina motif, man, that's hard to say, so prominent in North American Indian mythology, is also found in the Chaco, Chaco, and the Guineas. The first men in the world were unable to have sexual relationships with their wives until the culture hero broke the teeth of the woman's vaginas. According to the... Man. Okay, this is a Native American word. According to the Waspiashania, I think, and the Taruma Indians, the first woman had a carnivorous fish inside her vagina. Many 19th and 20th... This is now just the article. Many 19th and 20th century European interpretations linked the motif to Freudian concepts of castration anxiety, in which young males are said to experience an unconscious fear of castration upon seeing female genitalia. Whilst a Freudian analysis is undoubtedly culturally and historically specific, many vagina dentata, man, they really say it a lot in this article.
I like it. I want to work it into my everyday
vagina dentata over here. Many vagina dentata legends explicitly articulate male fears of castration in the act of normal sexual intercourse, and warn of the necessity of removing the teeth from women's vaginas. In order to transform her into a non-threatening and marriageable sexual partner, a particularly telling collection of stories comes from India, in which the ferocious sexual appetites of beautiful young women are tamed and made safe, quotes, to men through the violent breaking of the teeth hidden inside their vaginas. Damn, there's so much more. The toothed vagina. Are we cool with me reading this?
Yeah,
I'm having a great time.
I'm having a good time.
This is incredible. The toothed vagina motif is not exclusively associated with male fears of the castrating female, however. In some traditions, the terrible power of the vagina dentata lies principally not in fears of the sexual act, but in its association with death. The Maori legend of Maui and... This is going to sound horrible. Hain Nui Fepo, I think I'm saying that right. I hope I'm saying
pronounced Fapo.
Is particularly interesting in this respect. Hain Nui Tepo, I don't know, was the goddess of death and gatekeeper to the underworld. Oh my God. The goddess of death and gatekeeper to the underworld, whom the trickster demigod Maui sought to kill in, he buried coconuts, sprouted a tree. No, wait. He killed an eel, he buried its guts. He sprouted a tree, now you have coconuts. Sought to kill in order to win immortality for humankind. When Maui asks his father what his ancestress, that word that I'm not going to say, is like, he responds by pointing to the icy mountains beneath the fiery clouds of sunset. He explains, "What you see there is Hain Nui, flashing where the sky meets the earth. Her body is like a woman's, but the pupils of her eyes are greenstone, and her hair is kelp. Her mouth is that of the barracuda, and in the place where men enter, she has sharp teeth of obsidian and greenstone." Holy shit. This is fucking... Where was this? In fucking Moana. This shit is awesome.
Wait, I thought this was part of Indian culture. When did we cross it?
Now we're in Samoan culture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Undeterred by his father's grave warnings, Maui sets off on his quest with a gathering of bird companions. I love this.
I'm loving this mythology. What kind of
He
bird
proposes to kill Hainui Tepo by entering her vagina and exiting through her mouth whilst she is sleeping, thus reversing the natural passage into life via birth. Maui finds the great goddess sleeping with her legs apart, such that they can clearly see those flints
sketchy.
that were set between her thighs, and he transforms himself into a caterpillar in order to crawl through her body. But his bird companions are so struck by the absurdity of his actions that they laugh out loud and wake her up from her slumber. Angry at Maui's impiety, she crushes him with the obsidian teeth in her vagina. Thus, Maui becomes the first man to die and seals the fate of all humankind, who were ever after destined to die and be welcomed into the underworld by her. It keeps saying her name. I'm not saying it. In this version of the myth, the vagina dentata appears as an inverse manifestation of the generative, life-giving powers of women, which Maui attempts to subvert. He endeavors to overcome the forces of life and death, and therefore, by the way of rebirth, he met his end. The mythical theme of the vagina with teeth can in most cases be read as an attempt to render the potentially dangerous sexuality of women non-threatening to patriarchal power through heroic acts of pulling the teeth. Some authors have even suggested a correspondence between this mythic construct and practices of clitoridectomy and female circumcision in some cultures. Whilst there can be little correlation. You having fun?
I'm just taking all in.
Yeah.
So Maui died from a toothy vagina?
Yes. Whilst there can be little correlation between ancient stories and the observation of biological phenomena such as dermoid cysts, the removal of these peculiar tumors and their retention in pathology collections nevertheless reminds us of the remarkable complexity and diversity of human understandings of the biology and their wider cultural significance. For those readers interested in the practical removal of teratomas, such as those discussed here, a demonstration of the surgical procedure can be viewed in this educational film. Contains scenes of graphic live surgery. Fucking yeah, it's teeth vagina. It's vagina teeth getting removed. Oh my God, there's more. Is this still vagina teeth? Hold on. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm not reading this. Okay, I'll read it. There was a Bega girl who looked so fierce and angry, as if there was magic in her, that for all her beauty no one dared to marry her. But she was full of passion and longed for men. She had many lovers, but, though she did not know it, she had 3 teeth in her vagina. And whenever she went to a man, she cut his penis in 3 pieces. After a time, that would be 4 pieces. After a time, she grew so beautiful that the landlord of the village determined to marry her on the condition that she allowed 4 of his servants to have intercourse with her first. To this she agreed, and the landlord first sent a Brahmin to her, and he lost his penis. Then sent a Gond. But the Gond said, I am only a poor man, and I am too shy to do this while you are looking at me. He covered the girl's face with a cloth. The 2 other servants, a Bega and an Agaria, crept quietly into the room. The Gond held the girl down. The Bega thrust his flint into her vagina and knocked out one of the teeth. The Agaria inserted his tongs and pulled out the other 2. The girl wept with pain, but she was consoled when the landlord came in and said he would now marry her immediately. Damn!
That's a horny landlord.
British Journal of Medical Psychology.
So basically, landlords have always been kind of assholes.
Well, that's like a story. I don't know how true this is.
Oh, no. I know. I just mean, like, it's funny.
Jesus. Well, okay. So the movie Teeth comes from something.
There's
real world mythology.
I didn't know that. I thought somebody was just sitting around going like, "Hey, what if pussies had
all
teeth?"
this because you wanted to bring up the movie Teeth to my fucking dentist if I had him on the podcast.
Yeah, we found out Maui got killed by a giant tooth vagina.
Yeah, where's that fucking?
Where's
where's
part
that
of
sequel,
Moana?
Pixar, or whoever makes the Disney movies?
Guess you gotta be careful about making kids movies about ancient times.
Yeah.
Or ancient
People might look
religions.
into what happened in those
Yeah.
fucking stories.
Poor Rock.
Damn. Pour
Rock.
the rock.
Yeah.
Who would have known it was fucking vagina teeth that would do him in at the end?
You know what popped up on my Snapchat memories this morning?
What?
That picture of Amanda standing behind that cardboard cutout of Dwayne the Rock Johnson, and then he goes, and my caption is, "It's not a boulder, it's a
It's a
rock."
rock. Have you heard about Jeremy Renner?
Yeah, he tried to save his cousin or something.
It was
right?
his neighbor.
His neighbor? Was it his neighbor? I thought it was
His
nephew
neighbor.
or something.
It's his neighbor, and maybe his neighbor's his nephew. I don't know. I
How,
read
what?
neighbor.
So what? Okay, we need to back up for a second. How big is the snow? Whatever it is.
Snowplows?
Is it a snowplow?
They're fucking huge.
But it's his snowplow, right?
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, I need to see one to visualize what happened.
Okay.
Like, are we talking about snowplow, like the thing that goes on the front of a truck that pushes snow out the way, or is it something different?
Damn, I looked up snowplow, and Jeremy Renner was driving to save nephew during snowplow accident. Okay.
It is nephew.
Yeah.
Ah, see, look at that. You
Let's
read
see if
neighbor.
it shows a picture. Well, I remember it being. Oh wait, a neighbor came and saved him. That's what it was.
Okay.
Does it show the snowplow? It's not showing the fucking snowplow.
That's what I'm saying. They keep saying snowplow accident, but like, isn't the thing up north to have like your own personal snowplow, and it's not that big thing that goes on the front of a truck? See, we're learning all kinds of stuff. We are the filter for which you guys learn information.
What kind of snowplow?
Let me tell you, we're a damn good filter
Was
because we don't
Jeremy
let
Renner
shit
driving?
get through. Nothing
Oh.
but the facts.
Damn.
Let me see it.
I'm gonna show everybody.
Show everybody.
That's his snowplow.
That's what he was driving?
Yeah. So I would imagine that he was probably snowplowing an area of the road. Like, so, okay, I don't know how to visualize this.
It's made it even harder to visualize.
So, okay, I would assume that,
I'm listening.
okay, you have a road, right?
Right.
And he's snowplowing the road.
Right.
To snowplow a road, you do like half of it first. Well, he probably, if it was really thick snowfall, he might not have been able to see the road totally, and he was probably one of his, like, the tractor fucking, what are they called, tracks, probably was over a lot of light snow and being supported by the left side that was supported by road.
Right.
And he probably got stuck and went to figure out what was wrong and went to the light side of the snow, and I wouldn't be surprised if he stepped into it and gave just a little way enough for it to, like, pull the rest of the snowplow down on top of him. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but like, what about how would that factor in him saving his nephew?
He wasn't saving his nephew. He was snowplowing for his nephew to get out, like
Oh, I thought
like
it was-
snowplowing for the
like
road.
The article said to save his nephew.
Well, I think it meant like his nephew was stranded at his house and needed someone to come snowplow so he could get out.
Oh.
And I think that's what they meant. Not like saving his nephew from life and death. It was more like saving his nephew
That's
from
a
being
lot
stuck
to
at
fall
home.
on you.
Yeah. Luckily, his neighbor was like a doctor and like ran over, like saw what was
Saw
happening.
it happen?
Yeah.
Could you imagine if he didn't? Jeremy Renner killed by snowplow.
Yeah, that'd be brutal.
It'd
and
be like
devastating.
what happened with Sonny and Cher. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what happened.
Sonny
with them.
died in a skiing accident.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was skiing down a mountain and hit a tree. Like full force.
That's what happened to
hit
the
like a
mom from
tree.
Parent Trap.
The mom's dead from Parent Trap.
Yeah, from the Lindsay Lohan one.
Really?
Yeah, she was skiing and hit her head and died.
Damn.
Yeah,
She
let me double
died.
check and make sure that's true. Not that I got like
So
celebrity.
that's why there wasn't a sequel.
so stupid.
I'm a silly goose. What was that? I'm a vagina dentalia. I told you I'm gonna work in every day. Watch me go to work Saturday. I'll be like, "Hey, vagina dentalia to you," and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is he saying?"
Which one's the mom? She's the shit one. She's the cool one. Elizabeth James. Okay. When did she die? Did she die? Is she alive? Yeah, 2009 she died.
Damn.
Natasha Richardson.
I think I remember something about that. Like tickled a part of my brain that made me remember.
Natasha Richardson was a blah blah blah. What caused her death? Wait.
Do we?
Saget's death reminded some. What? This is worded. Some people are so dumb. Saget's death reminded some Liam Neeson's wife, the late actress Natasha Richardson.
She was
Who
Liam
di-
Neeson's wife?
I guess, who died after hitting her head during a skiing lesson at a resort in Quebec. Damn, a lesson. Could you imagine you go to fucking learn how to ski and
you're nervous
die?
and you're like, damn.
And you die, bro.
Mm.
She was 45 at the time and reportedly initially declined medical treatment following the fall. Damn.
Oh, so she was alive for a little bit afterwards.
I guess.
She must have had a seizure or something.
That or like a blood clot or like an aneurysm,
Yeah.
like something that fucking that's brutal.
Do we know why we put Sarah in the cupboard with the knife?
Yes.
On our notes?
Don't. I'll tell you later.
Oh.
It was a joke.
Oh, okay.
It was a joke about something we were talking about on the podcast.
Oh, that was a week ago?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Was I not
Yeah.
supposed to say anything?
No, I mean it doesn't matter. It like
okay.
contextually has no benefit or reason. Not benefit. It has contextually no relation to anything.
Okay.
It was literally like a response to something you said.
I was looking over our notes, and I was just kind of curious.
There's not really anything in there.
No, well, no. We never talked about Delaney.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
Yeah, last podcast.
Did I?
I'm
Are you
pretty sure.
Because I thought I didn't want to put that in the same vein as the Ichiban and everything.
Maybe okay, maybe not. I think I mean I've talked about it so many times with you now that I'm just
Did we talk about it on the podcast?
I don't know.
Like the last 2 or 3 podcasts have been so optimistic I didn't want to bring it up.
Oh
until
my
we had, like,
God.
a moment. What?
You have to remind me to tell you after the podcast.
I'm glad that this is what brings it
I'm
up.
sorry. My mind raced to 2 things really quickly when you said something, and I can't make the connections. Regardless, remind me after the podcast to tell you about the thing Mike asked me last night.
Okay. Well, this is great podcast.
I'm
material.
sorry.
We've talked about 3 obscure things back.
I
to
can't.
back to
I
back
can't
to
talk
back.
about it.
No, I know. I'm just saying,
About-
like,
it's- yeah.
contextually, this is hilarious for anybody.
Hey,
listening.
hey! Look, we went into vagina dentata for 15 minutes, and it was awesome. They'll enjoy that.
We need a second to regroup.
I need to talk to my dentist about vagina dentata.
I bet he knows. It's
Ask
probably-
your
it's
dentist
probably
about
in-
vagina dentata.
It's probably in dentist school.
I fucking doubt it.
They're like, this is how you remove the teeth from a vagina.
That's no, I don't think that dentists do that. I think that's a different thing.
It's teeth. They work with
That's
teeth.
not the same
It's
thing.
literally in the name. Vagina
Nope.
dentata. Dentist.
No,
They go hand in hand.
I should ask him.
Or tooth and tooth, or mouth and mouth. If you only, yeah.
I'd have to really like talk to him and be like, "Hey, man,
Tongue and tongue.
are you cool doing like a rated R podcast, or do you want to do like a interview show where we talk PG?"
I would talk
Because
PG
he's
to him.
cool. I
Yeah.
think he's worried about his like image as a dentist.
Oh,
like
yeah,
he's
for
he's like a
sure.
family dentist. You
For
know, he's
sure,
like
yeah.
he's a very
He's like, it's got to be a family oriented.
yeah. Like he cusses and shit in front of me because I've made it clear that I'm cool
Yeah.
and like that we're cool. And he's like, and we'll like talk shit and everything. But like he's like, man, I gotta be
Imagine
careful
if he
sometimes. I forget.
sponsors us.
Oh Jesus, that would not be a good idea. I wouldn't let him
Talk about
because of how much I like him and his business.
talk about letting his image down.
They have a radio. They have like a shitty radio station there, and he's like always like, man, I wish I could just put on some fucking like 90s R&B, but like fucking there's like 4-year-olds in here sometimes, and I can't just have Biggie over the fucking radio.
Sure you can.
No.
Whatever you want. All right, so this is what I was going to say about Delaney's. I don't know if
Okay.
we've talked about it on here. If we have, I'm sorry. I just don't remember, even though it's been like probably 4 podcasts ago for those of you watching.
Also remind
consecutively.
me to show you this.
Okay, it's a paper towel. I get it. It's really. Is it really absorbent?
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyways,
Fucking
so
idiot.
my friend passed away over the holidays that I haven't seen in like a really long time, but we grew up together essentially. We hung out with the same people. Our moms were friends, that whole deal. And her funeral was on New Year's Eve. So like it was really, really is cathartic the right word?
I don't know. What are you trying to describe? What feeling are you
It's
describing?
weird saying goodbye to a year and goodbye to somebody that you've known for so
long
long
time.
in the same day.
It's like a second chapter starting.
Yeah, it felt very like this is the end.
Like the end
the-
of something.
Yeah.
Not just the end of the year. We get a lot of end of the
Yeah,
years,
yeah,
but like
yeah.
ending the year on this is it's weird.
And
I get
since then, 2023 has felt different. You know what I mean? Like it's felt like all the way around. I don't know if you felt that, but it like for me, it's been Like,
Man, ever since fucking Halloween, everything's been shit.
really for you?
Yeah, dude. Like, are you kidding me?
Well,
Halloween started. We fucking didn't do anything like here at the house because we were still busy with shit. Started the kitchen remodel like Halloween fucking Eve or something. That took 2.5 months. Didn't eat good. Didn't work out for 2.5 months. Fucking finally get it back.
Was a carpenter for
Yeah, basically we were fucking construction workers for 2.5 months. Then fucking get it back. We're good on all that, and now we still have like I told myself when Christmas was over and the kitchen was done, I was fucking not doing anything with anyone ever. Period. Like for a while, and like we have fucking plans this weekend, next weekend. I've got Cherokee again in February. Like,
oh yeah,
like all my birthdays in February,
what do you got planned for this weekend?
and I have to get my fucking a dinner just with some friends, and then fucking I have to finish my tooth. Final dentist appointment next month. February 20th will be the end of all the fucking dental madness that started.
Sad to see the dentist go.
Yeah, I'm gonna get them flowers or something.
Well,
Like
now
I'm gonna make it like a thing. I'm gonna get them fucking flowers, Valentine's Day presents, like something. Like, cause all the ladies there, I got there early yesterday, like 45 minutes early, and the door was locked, and I was standing there, and fucking like 3 of the ladies who work there, like walked past me really fast. I was like, whoa. and they were like, hey, Chris, bye, Chris. And they fucking kept walking. I was like, whoa. And then they did it again. I was like, are you guys doing laps? They're like, yeah, come on. And I was like, fuck yeah. And I just started doing laps because they were on break. And we were fucking, we're running up and down stairs, fucking doing laps around the building, like outside on the patio thing.
So you got all sweaty before.
I got all sweaty before the dentist doing laps with my dental assistants.
Nice and moist.
Anyway. It was like a little bonding experience with my new dental friends who I was already friends with, but like, you know, this was the like pushed us over the ledge. I was like, that day, like we had a conversation about our relationship.
Joker?
What's up, Joker? We had like the conversation of like, oh, we all love each other, right? Like this isn't just I'm the cool patient. It's I'm the cool patient who loves you guys, and you're the cool dentist who love your patient. And they were like, yep, we love you. You're the best patient we have. Like it was legit like the like come to Jesus moment of we all love each other. And that's where I really nailed it home. Like, hey man, you need to come do this podcast.
You know what this means.
What does this mean?
We should become dentists. Now the school's a little bit expensive. But I think in the long run, all of our parents will be happy, and we will be, and like, you know, we'll be hilarious dentists. We'll literally be bringing smiles to people's faces.
We'd have to be like the only rated R dentist. We would like have to be like, look, only sailors and bikers and badasses can come to our dentistry.
We could change our.
Come here if you have a dirty mouth and a dirty tongue.
We could take the shirt. We have to change our name from Shirts Off to Teeth Out.
Come to the Teeth Out dentist, where we don't only fix dirty mouths, but dirty spirits.
Unless we do.
Or no, wait, we don't fix them. We fix your teeth, but we ruin your tongue. What's a thing we could, because we talk crazy shit.
We fix.
What's our slogan?
I don't know. We should. Let's see. We can workshop this.
This is a bit at the very least that we can
Making
film.
your mouth clean while keeping it dirty.
Yes. That's writing that one down. That's great. Cleaning your mouth.
No, making your mouth clean while keeping it dirty. I don't know. I said something like that. We got it recorded.
Yeah, that's true. And like, you know, we can workshop that statement. Joker, how's it going, dude? You have entered on a weird day. We've talked about vagina dentata, where now we're back to dentistry somehow.
Look, let me tell you. The best part would be doing it shirtless.
No, we can't do that. I did tell them that they could probably run a pretty successful podcast if they just recorded all of their like.
But see, they can't do that though.
Why not?
Because you have to have your patient's consent.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like you could record it, and like if they say yes, cool, post it. If not, oh well. Yeah. But like there could be like. Dude,
you should just have them record your dental work.
I told them, man, they weren't cool with it. Because here's my thing: when they have their hands in my mouth, like in particular for stuff like root canal and for stuff like crowns, there's a long time where there's no point even trying to talk to them because like you have a fucking tooth bite block in one side of your mouth and they're doing all the work on the other side. And like it's just fucked. Like there's no. But you know me. I want to talk, and I love them. They love me. Like we
should get you a speaking spell.
Dude. Let me finish what I'm gonna say. We already have like a halfway shorthand of grunts and like noises and like hand things that I do. And every once in a while, if I really want to say something, I pull out my phone and pull the notepad out and just write to them. And I told them, I was like, I need a laptop to just have in my lap so that I can type to you guys as things are happening. Like to talk and ask questions. And they were like, that would be awesome. And I was like, I would just probably open up my Twitch chat. Hold on. I would just open up my Twitch chat and do that. And I was like, ooh, but if I did that, someone might have it open on their desktop and start talking, wondering why I'm talking. And I was like, if we go that far, I might as well just stream the whole thing. And they were like, oh no. But I told them, like, you guys are already good at this. Like the two that my dentist and his dental assistant, like the two of them in particular, are both really good at doing what they do. Like they're good at their jobs and they're hilarious.
Right.
They have like you and me rapport.
Oh, that's good. They've probably been doing it.
They've been doing it for a long time. He said
not doing it.
She had a baby like a year. She has a 1-year-old.
Yeah.
His dental assistant, and she went on maternity leave for like 3 months. And when she got back, she said, "This is probably my only kid, Curdy. I don't know if I could do that again." And he said, "Selfishly, I'm very happy to hear that because I miss you as a dental assistant." He's like, "Everyone else is great, but you and me, we're the best."
I'd say the same thing if you were on paternity leave from this. I'd be like, "Man, we gotta make. What if that's why Amanda's not here? What if she's pregnant? Like she just didn't tell. Amanda, are you here? Are you pregnant?" Have you been lying to us this whole time?
This is not a job that I would need paternity leave from.
No, I know, but imagine.
Like, this is the kind of job, like, if I had a kid, this is what I would do while on paternity leave with my real job.
And be like, yeah.
That's not what I mean.
Vagina.
Taking an hour or two is not the same as, like, not going to your 9-hour-a-day job.
Believe me, if I ever have a kid, I'm going to bring it with me to this. Because I get paternity leave now. So I'm just going to be like, all right, I'll call you up and be like, we're doing a podcast today. I'll show up with a baby strap to my chest.
That's not how you do that.
And then we're going to talk
That's
about
not
vagina
what
dentata. And you know what his first word is going to be? Vagina dentata. And be like, you're so fucking smart.
I love this kid.
Man. But imagine, if you will, if we did have a paternity leave for the Shirts Off podcast.
Do you think you're going to have kids?
I don't know. Maybe.
What's your dream scenario? Like, how many kids would you have if you had your way?
8.
8 kids? Jesus.
I said that in case April's listening.
How many kids would you
I don't know.
say?
3's a good number.
3?
4 is pretty good. I grew up with like 3 younger siblings, so like I'm the best, obviously, out of all of them.
8 kids? God damn. That's what I'm saying.
Who's that?
That's Cassie Rose. You know Cassie. She's been here before.
How do I?
I think
hey,
so.
Cassie. Welcome
Creighton has a terrible memory of people who aren't here and talk a lot.
Dude, we've been doing this for like almost 4 years.
Yeah. Well, Cassie is more of a watcher, not a talker in the chat person, I think.
Because like I don't ever look at who's like here really. I just look
you
at
know the regulars.
I know the people that talk.
Yeah, 2%, Copenhagen, your mom,
Dilton.
Yeah.
Dilton hasn't been here forever, but I still think of
Well,
Dilton.
yeah, it's because he's like a fucking mythological character now in the podcast. He's here
Flint was putting together the the canon of the podcast.
No, that was
that Dilton too?
No, that was fuck. That was Lucky Show.
Oh,
yeah, Lucky Show and someone else. There's someone else who did it too. Yeah, I'm a big lurker.
Big on lurking.
Fuck.
How many babies do you think I should have, Cassie Rose? The answer is 0 to whatever you think is right.
Somewhere in that range.
I want enough for it to be a problem for Charlie.
For me?
Yeah.
That would have to be quite a lot of children.
I know.
Because we're not, what do you mean? I wouldn't be there for a lot of it. I've been here since the vagina teeth talk. Really? Wait, the first time or this most recent time a second ago?
Yeah. Are you talking about the very first time ever on the Shirts Off podcast?
No. She means earlier, vagina dentata.
Yeah.
Have you been here since vagina dentata? You've been listening the whole time we talked about vagina dentata, and you didn't think that at any point, like, holy shit, that's crazy? Earlier? Damn.
Oh, nice.
She's big lurking today.
Nice,
That's
nice,
crazy.
Nice.
Talked about a lot of stuff worth discussing.
We went down the rabbit hole.
Cassie, talk more. Ask questions.
Yeah.
Holy shit! You didn't have any questions about all? Are you schooled on vagina dentata? Or were you just like, yep, I know all this? They're finally learning.
Come back to me, Cassie, on how many kids you think I should have, and then try and hit you with this.
I think you should. Okay, you hit me with your thing, then we'll discuss how many kids you should have.
Like I was talking about with April the other day.
Oh no,
and
I'm scared already.
If we get a house and we live somewhere, Like, you know.
It's got to be a guest room for
would-
Charlie.
Well, no, I was like, would you be cool if I was like, hey, Charlie, come live with us? And she was like, well, what if he doesn't like kids? I was like, I don't know if he doesn't like kids. I haven't asked. That hasn't been a situation really before.
Look, you should have one kid and then ask yourself that question. Yeah. Cassie has a kid.
That is. Wait, I have two, kind of, right now.
Well, your girlfriend has two
yeah,
kids.
well, but you know what I mean. Like, they're like in my life.
It's
is what
not
I'm
the
getting.
same.
It's not the same. Yes, I agree
you
with
are
that it's
not
the same.
biologically and
But, like,
socioeconomically connected to these
let
children.
me tell you what it's like. It's like renting a minivan, okay? And then you're kind of trying it out, you know? You're not sure if you want to take that step yet. Like, are you a minivan guy, or are you still just like a two-seater, like, Ferrari guy? You know?
Right. Right.
But then you see a minivan that's looking pretty cool. Like, the doors open by itself. The trunk opens by itself. It's got way more cup holders than a Ferrari. There's little DVD players in the back. And you're like, I may be a minivan guy. You know what I mean? But then you look at the horsepower, and you're like, And then you find out Chrysler just dropped a 300 Hemi into a minivan and was like, "Fuck it, we're gonna give this thing the horsepower of a muscle car." And then you're like,
Fuck.
And you're like, I might be a minivan guy. If I can do burnouts on the way to school, then I might be a minivan guy.
You know. Here's the thing. Okay. Hold on. Let me really say this right. You're a really dumb person. Hold on. It's not going where you think it's going. Creighton's a really dumb person, and I love him dearly. Every once in a while, he says something so lucid and so profoundly aware of his reality that it is baffling. That analogy of a Hemi and a minivan being the reason you would enjoy children because of the fiery wasteland that you would create with children is literally a perfect, like, no movie or short story could even conceal that metaphor so perfectly.
It fits who I am.
It fits who you are. Flawless. Like, you are so self-aware. Yeah, I have one kid, and I think I can handle one more. Yeah.
If I can straight pipe a minivan, then I think I might be on board.
Oh, never say straight pipe ever again. I wanted 5, then I had Creighton. Christian is a miracle child. To clear that up, Roy Kim in chat is Creighton's mother, and she has one other child other than Creighton, and Creighton was her first child.
Yeah.
That is fucking hilarious.
Think of what tailgating would be like, though, in a minivan. It's not really tailgating, because there's not a tailgate like a truck.
Do you know what never mind. I think you should have 22 children.
Well, so that was...
I think that you should probably have between 2
That's where I
and
was
3
going
children.
with, like, if I was like, hey, Charlie, come live with me in April, right? Okay. So, like, how many children are you okay with being in the house?
Me? Look,
Yeah.
as
Or
long
do
as
you
my
don't
door
care?
locks,
Oh, you're good.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
like,
see, I
as
knew.
long, and also as long as, like, I mean, it really depends on the layout of the house. There almost needs to be, like, I don't want to say a wing because that would be selfish.
Oh, no, I said a week. I said the same thing. Look. Hold on. Before you say what you're going to say, this is what I said verbatim to April last night.
Okay.
I was like, it would probably work if it was a house like this and Charlie either had his own level or his own wing.
Like, the thing is, I'm not going to stop being who I am.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the stuff I say, whether there's kids around or not.
Oh, you should see what we say. We
Oh,
say
okay.
horrible
Well,
shit.
we're what?
We say horrible shit.
Okay.
It's not horrible shit. It's really nice, but like it's not like, oh, you can't cuss in front of them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, okay.
Because
You
they know and understand. Hey, these are big people words.
You can't say these words, yeah.
Except for Jade, she keeps pushing it. She's like,
She's a little gangster, though.
Oh yeah, no, she was saying "damn" the other day, and I was like, "What are you doing? You're 3." And she's
You
like,
can't say that.
You can't say that. And she's like, "Damn."
Damn it.
It's like,
I was like,
stop.
no,
It's
stop.
like,
You-
stop.
Stop it.
It's so funny because like April's the one that does like corrects them, and like to see her fight back laughter, while I can just come over here and laugh my ass off because I have no responsibility.
Yeah.
On this.
Well,
I mean, yes, I do, but I don't. You know, in terms of like correcting them.
if my next kid ain't as calm as my little Wyatt, then it's got to be returned. Yeah, that's a cute kid, and I can see, like, sometimes when you just discuss, like, man, this kid, I'm like, oh, damn, he really got into it. But he does seem like a cool little guy. Every once in a while, I tune into the baseball games, but I can never tell which one's Wyatt because they're all fucking.
They're all
tiny.
little, and they all got tiny hands,
and they all have
none of
little
them-
helmets on. I'm like,
and-
who the fuck is
and
batting?
none of them can play for shit.
Yeah.
If I'm watching,
because they're children.
I'm trying to watch for the score.
Crate
I'm
is
trying,
my third.
I
That's
get-
April, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got money on this game, and nobody's fucking playing with their heart. I have no idea how.
You should never bet on 3-year-old baseball.
I will always bet on 3-year-old baseball. What else am I going to do? Sit there and watch them play badly? We gotta have some
I've
stakes.
I've been at fucking dude. Should I say this? I've been at poker games where people knew I used to work at Learn TV and will say, "Can you call your buddies and tell them to go trip fucking homeboy? I've got like $250 in this game." And I'm like, "Holy fucking shit! It's high school football. What do you want?" Like what the?
Well, look, high school's a little bit different. They're like
they
they're-
halfway know what
well,
they're doing.
no, and there's some games that like whenever we went to the game, like especially basketball, holy shit, there was like some games that you got like fucking into. I remember this one where AJ
Dude,
played
we had blasts.
Oh,
the
yeah.
basketball's far and away the most fun to film at Learn
Oh,
TV.
yeah.
That shit is awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, the environment is sick. The fucking crowds are sick.
Oh,
the
yeah.
game is sick. The
Oh, yeah.
kids are trying their ass off.
Mhm.
And, like,
And
we're sitting
shit
there.
happens. I saw a
Shit
girl's
happens.
shoulder fall out of her like socket.
Ah!
She like let me tell you what happened. So she went to go do a layup, right? She jumps up in the air and fucking misses, and then like lands on her side, right? And she's down. Like the crowd's like, ooh, like it's bad. She comes up, her shoulder. Look, this. Charlie, look at me. Her shoulder falls 3 inches lower than it's supposed to.
No.
And I was like, wow, did you get that?
Normally when he plays, I point him out. He's now on coach pitch.
Oh, so
He's going to be the youngest and smallest on the team. Coach pitch out here is for 7+, and Wyatt just turned 6 this past Halloween.
nice.
And
He's doing good.
little
then.
gangster, fucking going
Maybe
to play
I
with
will
the
be
big
able
boys.
to tell him apart from the others.
yeah, he'll be the
He's
tiniest.
the one hitting home runs, and the rest are just chilling, playing in the sand.
Yeah.
I was one of the ones playing in the sand, by
yes,
the way.
yes, of course.
I was having a blast out there. My mom
Making
and my dad
sandcastles.
was so mad. We're so mad.
Danny from Game Grumps said, yeah, I was playing T-ball. I was like a 3-year-old, and my parents were filming it, and I was like over on first base just playing in the dirt, and my dad holding the camera says, I don't think Dan's going to be an athlete. His dad is like Hasidic Jewish from fucking Israel, like came to America. Like it was crazy.
It's crazy how like I know this is kind of a leaving the topic, but I had no idea until recently how big baseball is in like
Other
I think
countries?
yeah, and
Yeah.
in like Japan.
In Japan,
is
it's crazy.
I almost said China, but I was like, no, Japan.
So down South Texas, it's a big baseball area, so all these kids are on some type of crack. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Oh.
What?
If I lived with you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Here we go.
If I lived with you. Like, here, man.
You know what's really gonna upset you?
What?
We've been looking at places, and it's very within our budget that I could get a study, and it not be an issue.
Well, if you had a study, it would just be my guest bedroom.
I guess.
That had like 2 or 3 of your
And then
things
eventually
on
you
it.
just move in. You're like, hey.
I
live
look,
here
I'm
now.
gonna keep it $150. It would be really circumstantially crazy for me to move out of here. I love this place. I love living with Mike. I love the house. Like I love the
I understand.
we just did the kitchen.
We
I
just-
love the location.
We
Like,
just bring Mike with you. I'm like, he's like, he walks up. He's like, hey, so
more realistically, one day we'll build a tower on this place with an observatory, and Mike will be elevated up and never leave the tower. And that'll be
he's
his
like,
little.
I live among the stars.
That'll be his like little gremlin hole that he lives on, and then I'll just move you and April and the kids into the house.
Ah, nice.
And fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. If you had kids, I would definitely.
If I had kids, that would be the thing that gets you to move in, or the thing that's like, I don't know.
No, I mean, if you had kids, I was thinking of my role in it all. Like, I already never see you now just because you have a girlfriend with kids. Like, if you had kids, we would probably want to still be friends, but we would probably never see each other.
No, I don't think that.
I don't know. We don't see each other now, and
Well,
you don't
no,
even
but
have
like,
kids.
But like, the thing is,
we literally, like, they don't get it. We only see each other when we record podcasts.
But no, the thing is, like April, is like gets tired of me, so she's like, go bother Charlie, go do a podcast with him. And I think if there was a baby in the mix, she would be like even more so, get out of here, take the baby with you,
yeah, or take my kids so I can take care of our child.
Yeah.
Take my other children with you.
And then it would just become the four of us on the podcast together, talking about vagina dentata.
Yeah, with children. Yeah,
We're
that would not
educating
happen.
them on ancient, Samoan mythology. Which is not
I will
incorrect.
say that while that was kind of raunchy, I learned a
It
lot.
was
That
educational.
was very educational.
I did
Interesting.
not know teeth
interesting.
had such deep roots, and that it was a trope.
Interesting cultural lesson, history lesson. That was definitely cool.
We should go spend like 6 weeks in
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
And
would
learn
be
about
fucking awesome.
Learn about Samoan
You know,
culture.
Chris Pratt lived there in a van for like years before
Really?
he got Parks and Rec.
That's fine.
Yeah, he just lived in a van in Hawaii for years and years before.
I can see that.
Yeah.
He seems like a guy that would enjoy that kind of thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that three kids is probably the very most you ever need.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know.
Any more.
But see, the thing is
now, okay. If we hit the lottery, it all change. I'm having as many kids as I can.
Yeah.
Like,
never pulling out.
I'm Nick Cannoning
Yeah.
all over the place. I'm having fucking 15 kids.
Did you see SNL the other night?
Who?
Or last Saturday? The little report they it's like a fake news report at the end.
The Weekend Update?
Yeah, the Weekend Update.
Yeah.
I
but
don't
who
watch
was
SNL,
it? I
no.
mean, like, what was happening is what
I don't know.
watch
It
a
was
lot of
fucking hilarious. I listened to a part of it, and I was like, I need to stop. I'm going to show Charlie the next time we hang out. So we're doing
Oh,
that.
I've
after the
probably
podcast.
seen it. I see most of the Weekend Updates.
I remember there being a Nick Cannon joke, though. It was
Oh,
like
okay.
something about the population is declining in Japan or China or something like that.
So they're gonna
So
send
they're
Nick
going to
Cannon
import
over.
Nick Cannon.
Yeah. I was laughing when y'all were talking about that because I was playing my Disney game talking to Maui. Holy shit. Grandma thinks you and Charlie are fighting because you two are distanced now.
We're not distanced. Because
I love that she thinks we're
'cause,
fighting like we're a couple or something.
You-
They're fighting, aren't they?
You have to look at it like this. We still talk on a daily basis.
You
pretty
and me?
much. Yeah.
Eh,
I mean, we don't call and talk, but we do like
text.
yeah.
Very
Yeah.
limited.
And then there's at least 3 to 4 phone calls a week.
Maybe.
You think so? You don't think so?
No.
Well, to
Should
me,
go look at our.
yeah, I should
Probably
go.
like the thing is you have a lot going on.
Yeah.
Like so you probably
Consistently.
feel like
We
it's
just
all.
got self checkout.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Big
Well,
development.
no. Let me- like, I just want to say that was probably. I have a whole story for this. Do you want to? Are you done with the child thing? Because there's a whole ass thing.
Yeah, I guess we don't have to talk about how many kids I want.
How many kids do you want?
No, it's okay. It's a whole thing. But
How
whatever.
many?
No, it's fine.
No.
No, I
we
wanna
I
hear
can
about
hold
this.
mine. I can hold it.
No, it's cool. Whatever.
It's like a urine thing. I can
well,
hold it.
it started off. I was gonna say like how many do you think and like why and go into that again
I
because I
think
did it for you and you
to,
know whatever.
to me, look at me, Charlie.
we need Sydney back. Couples counseling is needed, guys.
I think that you should have 4.
4 kids?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, it depends
That's
on
so
who. It
many
depends on
kids.
who the person you have it with. To me, like if you are with somebody that you're wanting to be with, like who you have in mind, not like do you have a specific person, but the type of person you
Yeah.
have in mind. 4. If you end
Why 4?
up 4, because I feel like that's a good balance for you. Because you're a big
Like
personality.
how many girls? How many boys? All girls, all boys? Like what?
I think all girls, 1 boy.
So 3 girls and 1 boy.
The boy's the last one.
The last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is why I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
this.
No, I'm with you. Actually, that's
why
probably
I
a good
say this,
idea.
because I know how you want to do it. You know what I mean, with the
What?
boy, and how you want to do it with the girl. You know
What
I
do
mean?
you wait?
Like
what?
how
What
you
are you
wanna-
talking about?
how you want to raise them and the steps you want to do. And I can see in your mind being like, I really hope the last one's a boy to protect his older sisters.
Well, I was gonna say I'd rather have the boy last so that my daughters who are older could help take care of him because they'll be smarter and more like they'll be better at it than me.
You're like the type of guy that I could see doing really well with like daughters.
Yeah, I want daughters more than anything. Like I definitely want my I have 3 circumstances. I either want my best case is 2 daughters. I would love 2 daughters. 2 daughters is like the sweet spot. That's what I want.
They would all look like Caroline.
Never say that again.
No, I'm just saying, you got the genes.
I don't think they would.
I
look
think
like
my
Caroline.
kids are gonna like Christian.
Hold on. Stop making things so funny. I either want 2 daughters.
Christian's my
That's
brother,
my
by the way.
best case scenario. If I have a son, I will have as many kids as it takes to have at least one daughter. So like say I have a son, right? Now we're on the train of how many sons does it take to get a daughter?
Dude,
that's where I get
that's what Chloe and her husband are doing.
Hold on, I'm not
Sorry,
done.
go
Hold
ahead,
on, hold on. So I keep doing that until I have a daughter. If I do it in less than 5 children, I will try for another daughter. If I get 2 daughters in a row, cool. If I have another son, fuck it. 1 daughter's all I'm having. If I have a daughter and then I have a son, same situation, as many kids as it takes to have another daughter. If I have a daughter who's the oldest to help me raise all these children that I'm going to parent.
You remember Chloe from Waffle House, right?
Yes.
Her and her husband are in the exact same situation right now, okay? So, but it's reversed. All they have had is daughters, and they have 4 of them.
And they want a son.
They're trying for a son. They're on kid number 5. They are out.
I'm not worried about having a son because there's so many Catone boys.
Yeah.
Like
Hey, that one's going to look like Michael.
what?
That one's going to look like Michael.
No.
You don't
No,
think
they
so?
look like me, man. Shut up. Fuck you. I don't even care, honestly.
What if it's the
honestly, I
reverse?
hope that they look like whoever I marry. I would rather them look like.
What if it's the reverse? Like your sons look like Caroline and your daughters look like Michael.
That would be funny. I
Then
wouldn't hate that, honestly.
Then in my mind, you're
I
having,
love my brother
you're
and
having
sister. I
that
wouldn't care if they
same
look like
dream that you have, where like you're in the woods and there's a gorilla chasing you.
Oh my God, it's my kids.
It's your daughter that looks like Michael, going like, Chris,
Dad?
Like she doesn't call you dad.
She
calls
says
you
Chris.
and you're like, I'm dad.
4 kids, so you make them all go into their own dunk tank at the next MFM meetup,
Yeah,
and I
there
dunk
you
them
go.
all.
There you go.
That's how I met Cassie Rose, in line at the dunk tank. I was manning the dunk tank, and she was in line, and she came into the dunk tank.
I've seen you man many tanks in my day.
That I don't even know what that means. Anyway, yeah, I want daughters. What about your fucking self-checkout thing, you son of a bitch?
So I've been stressing about self-checkout for like the last 2 weeks or so.
I've been stressing about self-checkout
Well, no, because it's a
for
whole
2 weeks.
It's
says
a whole
Creighton.
it's a whole process. Like it's not just like they bring it and then like, oh, you have self-checkout now. All right, bye. It's like we have to be trained on it. We have to like know how to fix it if it breaks, like, you know, and we have to know how to like handle customers on it, because like, you know where we're at. We're around a bunch of old people, so like, you know. And they kept saying Walmart's trained these people for you, and I'm like, these people don't go to Walmart. Have you seen the cars they're driving? They go to Publix. They go to like anywhere but fucking Walmart. Target would be a better analogy. Anyways, so.
You are so actually bothered by this.
Yes,
It's amazing.
It was horrible. It was just the worst. I thought it was going to be, you know, I go in, I learn stuff, and then boom, we're good, right? I'm going to teach it to other people. It'll be great. We were supposed to open this on Tuesday morning. I got there Tuesday at 8:30 in the morning to stay till 5 and learn this stuff. They still had the floor ripped up and had not fully installed the self-checkout and had been there since 9 o'clock the previous night. And when they got done and we started training, they realized they put two of them in backwards. And it gets worse. While they were installing them, they went behind our service desk with a scissor lift that is the size of this table, and our desk has like an opening about this big that you can actually get behind it, smashed our time clock, smashed the ice machine, broke part of the ceiling, severed the computer wires for a computer in the training room, and left a big hole in the ceiling in my office. And guess how many self-checkouts we got?
2.
We got 4.
Oh, okay.
Guess how many work?
How many?
1.
75% of your self-checkouts don't work.
And they took out 2 of our normal registers to install those 4. So we have 4 regular registers and 4 self-checkout, and only 1 of the 4 work.
1.
So it's been fun the last 2 days at work. Oh, and probably the best part was of all of that I sat around because they weren't done installing them. I sat around. I got there at 8:30. I read all the manuals and everything for the self-checkout. and then I sat there from like 9:30 or 10:30 until 1:30 when they were ready for us to start training on them, and just sat there and did evaluations because I have to do that too this year. So I was like about
livid.
well, no, and I didn't take my my lunch either because I was like, all right, I'm gonna go on lunch, and they're gonna be like, oh, we need you to come back so you can train. So I just waited, and I was like, I'm gonna take my lunch in like 30 minutes, and then literally, I look at the trainer. Her name's Sheila, by the way. She's great. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go take my lunch, and then the guys that are working on it open the door, and they're like, oh yeah, they're ready now for you. And then
You were like, fuck.
and then we trained on the one that was backwards.
The incompetence.
Yeah. Oh, and then they broke one of so you know how the self-checkouts, I don't know if you ever noticed, have like the little green light on the top to let you know they're ready? On one of them,
They broke that?
they snapped it in half because they ran it through a door thinking that it was low enough for them to get through.
I don't see myself ever going back out to work in public. Yeah, that's a lot of people. I know a lot of people who will never work like
That's why I can't find
away
people
from
to
home
hire.
anymore.
Oh, and on top of that, I lost like 5 people because 6. 3 of them went back to school. One of them has to be on. 7. 2 of them have to be on leave. One of them's pregnant. One of them has an injury.
Damn.
And 2 of them got taken and put in their departments, and then one of them quit after being put in that department because they put too much on them. So it's been a fun time.
I swear I get the self-check tell me to wait for an associate or please place item in bag one more time because the weight sensor didn't register the damn item I just put down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Walmarts are the best at that because they just go away after a second.
Yeah, they've perfected it at Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart has it's because they have fucking bajillions of people going in and using self-checkout.
And they've only got like 3 registers open out of like the 30 that they
Yeah,
have.
it's like all self-checkout now.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm down.
I get it.
I like
get why.
it. It's better. It's easier for me. I've asked my fiance if I should apply at places because it was rough for a few months. He said no because I have anger issues. Holy shit.
Damn, Cassie.
Cassie, calm down. You're too small to be that angry. You're going to just be a little ball
maybe,
of fire.
Maybe it's just
and
because
burn
you
up
have a
one
baby.
day.
Like, I've noticed
Well, he's like 6. He's like 5 or 6.
Oh,
he's not a baby.
yeah. But, I mean, I've noticed that kids give
6,
people
6. She's
anger
6.
issues. Like, my mom had anger issues when me and my little brother were still little kids.
Are you saying that Cassie Rose is hormonal?
No, I'm saying that kids may piss you off.
oh, yeah. Okay. I thought you were going a different direction.
Sometimes. It's pretty great most of the time. It's just that sometimes. And my mom was really pissed at us because we were assholes.
Yeah, you're still an asshole.
Yeah, but now she doesn't live with us.
People are just stupid. Yeah, that's true, too.
So now she doesn't have anger issues. They went away for some reason after she moved out.
Yeah, it's crazy. She definitely is the happiest I've ever seen her.
Right? She glows when
She is so, like, you just see her and you're like, wow, she's having a great time.
Mike says she still cusses to herself sometimes, and I'm like, that's the ghost of us.
That's the ghost of Creighton's past.
He says she'll be in a room and drops and be like, fuck, shit.
Creighton's past and Christian's present. So small, firecracker, but big bang. Yes, indeed.
People are just stupid.
People
are
just
stupid. It's amazing we function as a society. So
if my job didn't pay so well, I couldn't deal with the people. The people are I deal with some dumb people.
I've learned in my time, in my tenure as a person who works in customer service, that our society is always the most well thought out, educated people that you could ever work for. And they are so grateful for your service to them every day.
I used to work in a pediatric office, so I have high tolerance with kids, but with adults that think they're entitled, they drive me crazy.
Oh, God.
I do agree with that. People are stupid. I have to vent with God. I thought he's like, I have to vent with God. but God is, it's another one.
That reminds me of what we were talking about earlier. Like, I was thinking at the tail end of, like, who would end up in heaven or hell, and, like, how hilarious it would be because it would be you that would end up in hell, and I somehow would just get into heaven by mistake, and then we'd have to come and visit you. They'd be like, we let you in. But on the tail end of that, I was going to be like, imagine if God came down and was like, it's pronounced Jode, and just left.
Jode?
Yeah. Like, instead of GIF.
You mean God? God is Jode?
Yeah. And just pieced out.
Well, to be fair, English wasn't really around.
Granted, I read that from somewhere, and I thought it was hilarious, but it tied into what me and you were talking about on the way to go get auto parts and stuff. I'm a
registered nurse.
oh.
The hospital was the worst.
I've heard hospitals are pretty bad.
Yeah, unless you love it. Like it takes a special kind of amazing person to love working at a hospital. And I've met them.
Out of them.
And it takes it all out of them. I know a couple. My friend Kimmy's husband is a nurse, and he is just the nicest guy I've ever met. And you're like, wow, this is the kind of guy.
You can't imagine a hospital. It's a big building with patients.
Here's the worst. It does. I ain't it. There's this girl. I was talking to this woman last month, who is fuck. Is it the MICU, the place where they take care,
Charlie.
the MICU where they take care of the babies? Okay, don't let that guy have kids.
That was an airplane reference, by the way.
Anyway,
Look it up.
no,
Late
stop
70s.
it, stop it.
Comedy.
I was talking to her about her job, and she was like, "Yeah, today I had like 8 infants that I had to, like feed and make sure everything was okay."
Right.
And I was like, "How long do you take care of these kids?" She was like, "Most of the time it's only like a couple of days, maybe 3 or 4. Sometimes you have kids that need to be like in the incubator for a while."
You said she's a midwife, or
She's part of the MICU. It's like the intensive care for basically newborns. Like the room they sit in. She's the nurse that makes sure they're all okay.
They call it a NICU?
Yeah, it's like an acronym.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was
MICU.
thinking, in my mind, it was MCU, and I was like,
That's
wow.
MCU.
And then, and then the way it was pronounced, I was like, oh, McDonald's. There's so many different directions. I can go with this.
MICU. Medical Intensive Care Unit? I don't think that's what it is. Hold on. That's not the right one.
Medical intensive care.
Where
That's not
do
MICU.
the babies...
In NICU? NICU. Oh, you're saying.
Oh.
Oh, okay. That makes sense of how you would get MICU.
Medical
instead
abbreviation?
Of NICU. No, sir. NICU.
What is it? When babies are born early, have health problems, or a difficult birth, they go to the hospital's NICU. NICU stands for Neonatal Intensive Care Unit. That's the one. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, of course.
There you go. They both. Wow, we 2 fucking. God damn it, we're stupid. Anyway, she works in that, and
I just heard what you said. Like, I mean, I heard it, but then it took me. I absorbed what you said, and I was like, "Wow, we could have just, used our brain to figure that out."
No, that's not what I meant. I wouldn't have known. I thought it was Mickey. I never would have figured it out. Anyway.
Good thing we got 2 nurses over here.
Anyway, I was talking to her, and she was like, I said, how many kids do you look after, blah, blah, blah. She was like, sometimes 5 or 6, depending on the day, sometimes 20 or 30. You never know. I was like, is it ever, like, dawn on you that, like, you've been doing this? She'd been doing it for, like, 9 or 10 years. I was like, does it ever dawn on you that you've probably taken care of, like, fucking 20,000 children that are out there? And, like, some of them are, like running around doing shit now, like 10-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you have handled, like, schools of children, like many schools worth of children in your career, and like you only see them for a couple of days, but like if you saw them, you could be like, hey, I fucking held you in shit.
Well, I'm sure they probably look a little different now.
Yeah, she wouldn't know, but I'm saying if she did know, like she, like in her community, like you have to imagine that she could walk around, meet children, and have held all of them. Like almost statistically,
Yeah.
like if it's the right size, like in Lancaster, say that 95% of the kids are born at Lancaster Hospital who live in Lancaster, right? Like, those women have held all the children in this town. Like, they have, like, been responsible for it at some point. Like, they probably walk around and see a 10-year-old, and they're like, hey, I fucking helped. You know what I mean? Like, what a weird amount of energy and, like, I believe in, like, energy transfer. And, like, that is, your energy is being transferred to this baby to help it go forward. And, like, to walk around knowing that you have transferred so much of your energy to all of the people around you is, like, wild to me. Imagine the women that have been doing it fucking 40, 50 years. You know what I mean? These, like, these gyms of women who have effective grandkids out there in terms of, like, the kids they've handled have kids, and some of those kids have kids. Like, it's nuts. She works at MCU, McDonald's University.
I was gonna go the McDonald's route, and then I was like MCU. Well, now there's a whole other thing of possibility, other stable of possibilities.
Isn't that crazy though? Like just
Yeah.
that whole. I don't know. I even remember how I got into that, but like
I don't
that was
either.
so wild.
Like,
That was so wild to me. The idea of like having that much to do with
I
that
think
many
it's
people.
us talking about kids made you think about it.
Yeah. Oh no.
We talked about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I didn't think you were going to go the energy transfer route, but like I believe it. So much so that like I've really been thinking about energy transfer lately.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's no wonder like some of the food like around here tastes like shit. There's people in like, and not that I'm talking shit on the people that work those jobs, but there's not great jobs, and
Yeah.
they put a lot of stress on you. So like when I say shitty job, I'm not saying like your job
They're
sucks.
doing a bad job. It's more that like their
Yeah.
job sucks
Yeah,
and
so
they
like,
feel it.
So like being in a shitty job and then like say like you work in fast food and your fast food tastes like shit is probably that energy transfer of that negative energy.
I started in psych, which was a mistake. Plus, I worked in a depressed area, so we got the worst of the worst. That ruined me. Yeah, no, I could not do that shit. I could not handle those people. Like,
Yeah.
I'm strong and I can talk to people and I can like handle tough conversations with people and when they're in a bad situation, but I couldn't berate myself with it.
The thing is like it's not just like the hospital. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like if an area like is like that, like kind of like how parts of Lancaster are, like it reflects in the whole community. You know what I mean? Like like there's a huge difference between working over here in Lancaster at that food line than being up the road and working at that food line in Indialand. And you can just feel it in the air. Like it's so night and day. It's crazy that it's only 20 minutes apart from each other, you know?
That's how I feel when I go to Hartsville every week. It's an hour away and it's like another fucking planet.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is crazy to me that it's in the same state.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that like, and the thing, just going back to the energy thing that you were talking about, like,
Oh, psychotic drug users. I was assaulted quite often. It was a war zone.
Damn. We have a lot of that here too. I mean, like we got people that like whole communities.
Yeah, but we're
of
not
people.
dealing with it.
No,
You
not
and me
at
are
all.
the ones.
No, we aren't. But I mean, like when you are working for the public like that, you are dealing with it in a way. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't deal with it on the same level as like what he's saying, but you deal with it in the people that come in late at night that are jacked up on whatever they're jacked up on, and like are fucking losing their shit in the bathroom, losing their shit on the floor. Like, do you remember that story I told about that guy who was like coming in just swinging his arms and literally out of both sleeves just like syringes flying all over the place?
Damn.
Did I tell that on here? It's
don't
been
know.
a couple of years ago, but that
I think so. I vaguely remember that story.
that's one that sticks out a lot. We've even had guys like literally like OD out on a Mart cart and be riding around the parking lot still like holding the button here in town. You know what I
Damn.
mean? So it's like it's insane, like the effect that has on the community when nobody's really like paying attention to it, you know? And it's just down the road. You know what I mean? And then you come up to this neighborhood, which isn't like, anything like crazy different from that, but it is a more upscale neighborhood, and it's just a completely different vibe.
I worked at a clothing store once, and a girl walked in butt-ass naked to try on shoes.
Why?
Damn.
That's wild.
That's nuts. Was she like obviously on drugs or something? Was it like were there telltale signs, or was she like like what was the situation? Did you guys figure it out? Everyone was scared to talk to her. Fucking yeah, I would be too.
Well, clearly she doesn't have any weapons on her.
That's was she hot? I almost asked it before you did, Joker, but I didn't. I held back, and then you did it for me. I knew you would come to my rescue.
Unless her titties were a weapon. Like, I'm imagining like an old lady with like,
Michael's
down to
growing
her
his hair out.
kneecaps.
Like he's trying to like actually grow like
Why?
you. I don't know.
What's wrong with him?
Faith wants him to.
Ew.
I don't know. I've always wanted
Michael.
If I ever had long hair, like if I had hair like yours and I could just let it keep growing back, like behind, like as far as down as possible, I've always wanted to like get it braided like in Entangled.
Yeah.
And tie a shuriken to the end of it, so I have like a knife at the end of my hair and like get it long enough where I can like use it like a whip and just fucking like like hit people with it. Not a shuriken, a kunai knife rather.
Michael, is Michael here?
LOL, you don't know where her teeth are, so.
That's true. Michael, if you're listening to this, if you're within the sound of my voice,
He isn't. There's no way.
I need you to understand and realize the journey you're about to take. There are no easy way outs.
Wow. There are no easy way outs.
There aren't. You're committing to this, and I need you to know you shouldn't commit to it just because faith wants you to. You should, and I mean faith your girlfriend, not faith like, your religion or your belief. You should commit to it because you, in your core, have long hair in your soul. That's for you, Michael.
Michael, don't listen to him. Listen to Faith. It's going to get you a lot happier in the long run listening to her instead of Creighton.
And if you sweat a lot, don't do it. It gets so hot so fast. It's like a sauna in here, especially during the summer. Your head gets all moist, your forehead starts like beating, and you're like, my God, who let me put this rug on my head? And tying it up does a little, but it doesn't take away the thickness. You know what I mean? And you have thick hair, Michael. Way thicker than mine or Charlie's.
Yeah, well, no, me and Michael both have very thick hair. Like
His is
it's
thicker than
nuts.
yours. You're kind of thinning.
I don't think so. I'm the one who gets my hairs cut. My hair's cut? Who gets my hair cut?
I know, but it's still
Like,
thinning
it's
a
still
little
pretty no, I don't. How do you know? You haven't seen my hair in years. I always wear a hat.
bit. There's a reason
So reason what?
why you wear a hat.
Well, it's on the podcast. It's because these headphones, I don't have a cushion in the middle
Oh.
of the
thought
top,
it
so
was
it like
because of
cuts
your-
into my head and it hurts.
I thought it was because your hair's thinning. You can feel it.
No.
Coming. If your hair was thick
If
enough, you wouldn't
anything,
need
my hair
cushion.
is growing stronger than ever. It grows so fast.
Okay, Rogaine.
I have to get it cut every fucking like week and a half.
Okay, Rogaine. Whatever you say.
Rogaine?
Yeah.
If you think, look, if I ever do start going bald, I'm just owning bald.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to save my hair. I fucking hate all that Rogaine shit. A few months back, I was at my PC watching Nick, and Wyatt walked up and said, "Nick needs a haircut," and walked away. Yeah,
He's like-
that's a lot of us.
He's like, Nick, you degenerate. Get your
Everybody
hair
always gives him so much shit either way he goes. So like every time he's on stream, if like people are talking shit, I just always take his side. If he's got like a big beard, I'm like, "Hey man, your beard's looking fucking fire today, Nick." And if he like shaves everything, I'm like, "Yo, babyface Nick is fucking clean as fuck." Like I try and like boost it to like ebb out the fucking haters. The fucking haters, man, they are fucking
And
real.
apparently Wyatt's a hater.
Yeah, Wyatt's a fucking hater.
He's like, Mom has this shit on all the time. Turn it off.
Like, did my child just roast Nick at age 6? You got to take Wyatt to a fucking event and get him to tell Nick he needs a haircut.
You guys figure
guys
out the
fig-
headphones Nick is using. Is
The-
that a reference to something, or is he just talking shit on our headphones?
I don't know why. Yeah, why'd you use that little emoji?
Cause like look, if to be honest with you, we've been using these same headphones. Well, I think these are new, but he's been using those since the beginning.
I've been using these headphones for fucking 7 years.
Yeah, like when I first met him, he was wearing those headphones
That's not true.
in a public place.
No, that's not true.
And I said, "Where did you get that? The computer lab? Back when the computer lab was a thing, you know?"
These are expensive headphones.
We were in high school, for context.
I did not have these when we were in high school. I got these after high school.
I know, but it works for the story. I'm telling
No, it
Why
doesn't.
can't you just
Because
go
your
back
story
to
is
what
dumb.
Molly
I'm
did?
cool with real
This
stories,
is why
not
the
fake
kids
stories.
wonder why we're fighting.
You were just... You mean your grandma?
Yeah.
You were just talking about headphones. I was being serious.
Oh, okay. I thought he was trying to roast us. Either way, that would have been hilarious.
You just said it weird. You said you guys figure out the headphones Nick is using ? Smirk. Like,
Yeah, Joker, why are you being so awkward?
I figured it out, but I ain't saying shit. Not stealing his thunder. What?
What?
I'm so confused. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Are they G Fuel headphones?
These? They're Astros.
No, I'm talking about Nick's.
Oh,
Wouldn't that be funny? G Fuel gave him some headphones.
I smirk always. Okay.
Oh, well, there you go. Maybe we're being awkward.
Is
and
Nick
he's not.
live? He might be.
Look at
He
his
might be wearing
headphones.
him. I think he has Astros.
You know what I love about YouTube?
Yeah. He's what?
How you have a bazillion ads for a 10-minute video. It's
For
my-
what?
A bazillion ads for a 10-minute video. It's my new favorite thing in the world. I hate it so much, Charlie. I
On
know.
YouTube?
Yeah. I just
Oh.
thought about it because
Yeah, we'll
if-
pay the $10. That's the best $10 you'll ever spend.
No. I'd rather just get ad blocker.
Okay.
Or just like click the video until the ad stops coming.
Yeah, what are these headphones? I'm looking at them. I don't understand.
You hear me, YouTube? You'll never get my fucking money.
It's better. It's just better.
Yeah.
Ad blocks don't work sometimes, and they're annoying, and you have to fucking keep updating them. Paying premium, you get no ads.
Do they buy you out?
You get free movies. What?
Do they buy you out?
Buy what out?
You.
What do you mean?
Sounds like an ad that you're doing.
I don't care.
For
Look,
YouTube
I only will advertise shit I believe in. YouTube Premium is fucking awesome. They make better music playlists based on your recommendation, based on your
Better
fucking
than
wants.
Spotify?
Way better than Spotify.
Oh, shit, you hear that, April?
Like, here's the thing. Spotify, you have to build it all. YouTube has super intelligent algorithms that figure out the kind of music you like and build your own playlist. I don't have a playlist. I click fucking one of the 9 mixes it recommends, and they're always fucking perfect. And I just play those and listen to those on YouTube with no ads ever for $10 a month. And no ads on any of the YouTube videos, and I watch a fucking ton of YouTube videos.
I think we should start doing ads for Raid Shadow.
I did get an email saying that, fuck, what are they called? What's the food that HelloFresh wants to sponsor us?
For real?
Yeah.
You're being serious?
Yeah, like, it's like one of the plug-and-play sponsorships that Streamlabs does, but we've apparently done enough numbers that, like, they would, it'd probably be the kind of thing where, like, we put a fucking banner that they send us on the screen and say, hey, we like HelloFresh, and then, like, based on how many people use our code, they pay us based on that, not like a set number. Now, at a certain point, it gets to a set number where they just give you a fucking big chunk. But I don't know. I haven't looked at it. I just got the email.
That's cool.
Yeah, but I don't even want to do stuff like that until, like, we're able to do this more regularly.
You know what's funny though? Like I know you like just said that is HelloFresh, but like that was one of the ads that I was like, oh, I might want to try that.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying that because they sent you the email. I'm just like it
HelloFresh.
seems like a good
I've had
idea.
HelloFresh before.
Is it good?
They have good stuff. The stuff I've had is good.
Yeah.
It depends on what you get. Like, fortunately, you get to order what you want, and it's not like a fucking mystery box.
That would be fun. It's a mystery box of food. Here is some squid.
Here's raw squid. You eat it raw.
And then you're like, oh, squid again.
Cassie understands. He changed them, but oh shit, I'm dying.
Oh, he's trying to make it a mystery.
He changed them, but hasn't disclosed what they were. He's got tape over areas so you don't know. He said he's working on sponsorship. I've never noticed the tape, honestly.
Pull up a still of Nick. Let's try to figure this out.
I won't pull a still up. I'll pull up the stream.
All right. I need to see them in action. Are we streaming a stream on a stream?
Yeah. Look, there's Nick. And there's his headphones.
Oh, he does look. It's been a minute since I've seen him, and I haven't seen him shaved.
A weird way to say it. I haven't seen him shaved.
Hold on, wait. I gotta look at it from your screen because it's too far away that way. Oh, that's tough. What
Yeah,
do
I
you
can't
think,
tell.
Charlie?
I don't know.
I think Raycon.
I don't know if Raycon makes headphones like that.
They make these.
Do they?
These are Raycon, aren't they?
No.
What's the R stand for though?
I don't know.
You did what?
It's not Raycon. They're not Raycon.
Oh, I thought they were Raycon because of the R.
No, they're just fucking like shitty podcast headphones. They were like $20 a piece or something. They came with the bundle of podcast equipment when I got all the podcast stuff. Yeah,
Well,
or the bundle, the switchboard bundle part.
well, now I feel silly.
I mean, you are pretty silly.
I am. What were we using as We didn't have headphones before. That's what it was.
No, we had them. We just
No,
sometimes
remember
you wouldn't be
when
able
we
to
had
use
the
them.
Zoom mic, we didn't have them.
Yeah, we did because
We
I
did?
plugged them into the Zoom mic to listen because I liked hearing it. I liked hearing what we sounded like.
Oh.
Most of the time I would wear them and you wouldn't, and sometimes you would, but like you didn't like how it sounded.
Yeah,
These are way better.
Echoey. That's
Yes,
what
it was very
Yeah.
echoey, but these are way better.
Yeah.
These are the shit. These are
Remember
amazing.
we were echoey for a long time.
I do remember when we were echoey for 7 long times.
Yeah. Was that 7?
I don't know.
I just remember rolling my
decided to
tongue
say.
at the end of it. That's what she said.
He said he put tape on them. See, those aren't Astros, and he uses a separate mic now. I had to search through tons of headphones to figure it out. Yeah, well, I think it's because they like.
Is he giving away a prize if he can figure it out?
I think he OCD kicked in.
Yeah.
Well, I think that it was because they probably pulled their sponsorships for whatever reason. And, he was like, well, if you're not going to sponsor me anymore, I'm not going to wear your headphones. So he's probably just wearing headphones and covering up the fucking things because he's so big now, like he can make money wearing certain headphones and using certain mics.
Yeah.
So, it makes a lot of sense to just cover up your stuff until someone decides to have a deal and pay for that.
Watch
mic
us
being
get
on there.
canceled over some dumb shit like that. Like not that what you're saying with Nick is dumb, but I'm talking about like we wore something like Champion or what. Like I'm just using Champion as an example.
Yeah.
Like Champion, we saw it on like an old podcast, right? Then we get big, and some crazy scandal comes out about Champion. They're like, don't want shirts off anymore. They wear Champion.
That's not how that works.
No, I know, but
It's how that works if you go like if you're like.
Well, yeah,
if
but I'm
it's
just
your
saying,
identity. But like,
I'm just saying in a world where we get like just stupid big, and people just try to come at us for like some obscure thing like that.
I had court some time back, and this was during COVID, so I had to join a video call on my PC with my Astros. LOL, judge was definitely judging me. Well, he was doing his job then. He was using Astros. No, but if he does, I'm winning. No, those are the new ones.
So what's wrong with
He was using
Astros?
They probably pulled their sponsorship. They probably just stopped sponsoring.
No, I know, but like she was like,
Nothing. It's just
He was
in normal
judging
society, people use earbuds and shit for stuff like that. It probably looked weird having like
a big
gamer-looking headphones on, because Astros look like they look like gamer headphones.
Yeah.
More than other headphones do.
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. This is the only scenario where I wear something that covers my whole ear.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm using my either my AirPods or like some like form of like thing that just hangs in my ear because it's easier for me to hear around me. Now, if I ever get into a scenario like with you where you're kind of like have like a lot more space to yourself, I probably will get something like this to like listen to music on and stuff. But I don't know. I like hearing stuff around me, like being able to hear the environment around me.
I mean,
With
you
this,
can. It
I
depends
just
on the
can't.
headphones. Those are just podcasts. Like these headphones, you can hear pretty much anything happening in the room.
Yeah.
Like there's not a lot of sound dampening that these do. These just like
But some
carry
like,
sound
like
well.
The beats and stuff. I mean, this size isn't
Yeah, those
the
are
one that do
those
it,
are
but
for,
there's some that like cover your whole ear. And
Yeah.
it does,
those are very sound canceling.
yeah.
Beats do a good job. Some people want it, some people don't. It's all about like what it is you want. I like sound canceling personally, but I have like when I want sound canceling, I use one of the fucking 20 sound canceling headphones I
does
have.
a good job.
I like these because I can hear if someone knocks on the door. I can hear if somebody's coming down the stairs. You know what I mean? Like I can hear stuff as it's happening.
Yeah.
Like same as like my Bose glasses. Like I love them at work because I can wear them up on top of my hat, not have to be having sunglasses on, and just listen to music
Yeah.
and still hear everything happening around me and be able to like run the game, whatever I'm doing. Yeah, I didn't have regular earbuds, so I had to use my A40s. Nice. That's the
Nice.
same as these. That's like what
Really?
these are. Yeah.
Nice.
That is pretty gangster. Oh, well, you know what?
It's been a podcast.
It's been a podcast. We've covered a lot.
Yeah.
This was a good podcast. We
Yeah.
covered vagina dentata, which will never leave my vocabulary.
Oh yeah, we're gonna use it every day. That's
Talked
your-
about having children somehow after that. Talked about you having a terrible job.
talked about shitgasm.
Shitgasm.
My job isn't terrible.
Bonneville, Idaho.
Yeah. My job isn't terrible. It's been stressful lately. Is the main thing. I don't hate my job.
My dad's birthday was last weekend.
Yes.
Yep.
Because you were supposed to. I was wanting you to come hang out with us, but you were busy with your father. Understandably so. But I was still selfishly hurt.
got
apparently-
druggy naked ladies shopping for shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, forgot about that.
Apparently, I'm funnier when I drink, according to April.
You're definitely an asshole when you drink.
I guess
You're way
thinks-
meaner.
Well, it would be in character for her to think, like, me being an asshole is funny.
Probably.
She's got the similar sense of humor that I do, so,
I don't like hanging out with you when you drink.
Yeah.
Like when we go to a party and stuff, I'm like, I'm just gonna walk away. You suck.
But we had fun the last time.
Yeah,
we
that
went.
was fun. It was because there's fucking like 10 of us.
Yeah.
I was able to go hang out with our other friends.
Yeah.
It's
I beat you in arm wrestling.
Yeah,
That was cool.
sure.
What do you mean, sure?
Well, I had just arm wrestled Sterling, and I still held you.
And I beat Sterling.
Well, Sterling can't arm wrestle,
Yeah,
but he
no,
is
he's
strong.
bad.
That's why we were so even the whole
Yeah.
time. But that was a lot of strain. We were both trying, and he's so strong. I was amazed that it ended in a draw. But I also held you in a draw for fucking like a minute and 20 seconds. I was dealing with way less energy because you are so much weaker.
All I'm here is I'm the champ.
Right.
Beer. What does it say? Beer. I'm
Let's
funny,
go do
whiskey,
some. Let's go do some pull-ups.
Dude, all I drink most of the time. I don't even really like to drink beer anymore.
We're
All I
making
drink, if I
sangria right
drink,
now.
Oh really?
Yeah, me
You're
and
gonna
Mike.
drink?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I like it. When we had it at Buka. It's
Oh.
great at Buka.
Whenever I drink, Joker, all I drink is whiskey.
It's not all you drink.
Yeah, for now, I don't really drink beer anymore. I mean, I will have a beer, but I drink whiskey. Like I'll.
You guys ever see that video of the guy saying he doesn't freebase cocaine, but then he talks
Oh,
about how
yeah,
all the
yeah,
other
yeah.
Creighton is that with alcohol. If you show him alcohol, he'll drink it. He'll try it.
Yeah.
Oh, a whole can? Yeah, I'll drink all of it to test it and see
Yeah.
if it's good.
Well,
Creighton
let me
will
tell you,
literally. Creighton is the garbage
dude,
disposal of alcohol.
That
He's a fucking
Sour
alcoholic.
Pat, there was a Warheads beer, the ale that I tried there. That shit was. Like,
But he only drinks whiskey.
that shit was $13.
Yeah.
That was expensive, and it was not worth it. It was horrible for $13. Now for like $2, that's okay. But I'm gonna
I
be
should
real
be
with you.
creeping up on 3 years sober soon. Hey, congratulations,
Nice, look
Cassie.
at you.
I never drink, and I very rarely smoke because I just am not into it. I
I'm
like
not
sangria.
Into it either.
I like.
No, drinking I'm into, but I'm talking about smoking.
I was about to say, dude.
Smoking, I'm not. I don't
Yeah.
like the whole, I don't like that feeling.
Yeah, I don't mind the feeling. I just like it when I'm around people, and most of the time,
Wait, when you say smoking, are you which smoking?
the marijuana.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't like any kind of smoking.
Beer, I'm funny.
I don't
Whiskey, it's a toss up. I don't know. It's one of those things.
so-
Anyway, let's wrap this up. 'Cause
Oh.
we're gonna just keep talking if we don't.
Okay, I was gonna say because you missed
Last
out.
night.
We actually hung out with Sarah and her boyfriend and Ben and his wife.
Not crack.
All those are April's siblings, by the way. And they were like, "Is Charlie coming?" And I was like, "I don't think so. I think he's with his dad." But we had such a good time. We played this game called Chameleon, and we all learned that Sarah is a horrible liar.
I could have told you that from seeing her for the first time,
And that Ben's
however long it
wife
was.
Is a fantastic liar, apparently. Really,
I'm a pretty good liar.
Really, all of April and her siblings.
Me and Quentin could cause problems in that game because
April,
Quentin's a good liar.
April and her siblings suck at lying.
Yeah,
I really was.
they're all too nice.
Yeah.
They're all so nice. They're the
Apparently,
nicest.
when I
And that makes you a pretty bad liar.
when I start drinking, I'm a really good liar.
Yes,
apparently.
Joker. When you start drinking,
Yeah.
well, you're just again, you're an asshole, and that's so different than your normal niceness
That it
throws people off. And
It's
it's like a smoke screen, and probably makes it a lot easier to lie because they expect nice Creighton. Anyway, this has been a good podcast.
Yes.
We will catch you all later. Creighton, say goodbye.
Goodbye, smoke screen.
Anyway, you guys have a good day. We will. Are we still trying for Friday? Maybe.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
I'm
Can you
off
do Friday
tomorrow.
evening?
No.
You're off tomorrow?
Yeah.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah.
You can't do tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm doing stuff tomorrow night. It's the weekend. We got the kids.
I'll talk with you more. I got to figure out
Yeah.
things.
Probably gonna cook steak tomorrow.
Huh?
I'm probably gonna cook steak tomorrow.
Okay.
Marinate it.
Anyway, we'll talk about this later.
Okay.
Goodbye,
Gonna cook
everybody. Have a good
salmon
day.
tonight.
We'll see you next time.